Gender in Spanish grammar with definite articles. Today we're going to learn about definite articles, nouns, adjectives, and the rules of gender agreement. First, we have the word the, which exists in English. El, that's the masculine singular definite article in Spanish. La, that's the feminine singular definite article in Spanish. Los, that's the masculine plural definite article in Spanish. Las, that's the feminine plural definite article in Spanish. Definite articles and nouns. El chico, masculine singular definite article and noun. La chica, feminine singular definite article and noun. Los chicos, masculine plural definite article and noun. Las chicas, feminine plural definite article and noun. Definite articles and nouns. El chico, the little boy. La chica, the little girl. Los chicos, the little boys or boys and girls. And las chicas, the little girls. Little in this case is already understood and is not an adjective put there. Four different does. There are four different does in grammatical formats in Spanish. This is because Spanish definite articles have nouns that have gender, and it changes when it's singular or plural, and it's going to be based on whether there's more or than one object, or if it's feminine or masculine. So we have el, la, los, and las. Gender, nouns, and adjectives. Gender is random. There's no specific reason why certain objects are masculine or feminine. No matter what gender people are, they can own objects with different genders. The owner of the object does not change the object's gender. However, when people describe themselves, they must have the adjectives that agree with their gender. When people describe objects with adjectives, they must also agree with the gender of the described object. Gender, nouns, and adjectives. Please be aware that the masculine plural stands in place for both male and female groups, most of the time. For example, chicos means little boys or little children, girls and boys. In a room of 999 women, one singular man's presence requires the room to use the masculine term, similar to English's mankind standing in place for all humanity. This means the feminine plural is exclusively female, no male's presence, like las chicas. Rules about adjectives. Adjectives usually come after the noun in Spanish versus English, where adjectives usually come before. Sometimes adjectives do come before the noun in Spanish, but it's not that common. I also want to add in the case of los hombres, which means the men, that will not stand for both groups, male and female. Los hombres is exclusively masculine and means the men, so it's not always standing for both. Masculine singular nouns and adjectives. Nouns that are masculine singular usually end in O. When describing masculine singular nouns, the corresponding adjectives will remain unchanged and stay as the default. Masculine singular O ending to agree with the gender and singularity of the masculine noun. El chico alto, the tall boy or the boy tall. Masculine singular definite article, noun, and adjective. El chico, the little boy. El chico alto, the tall little boy. El muchacho, the older boy. El muchacho bajo, the short older boy. El abuelo, the grandfather. El abuelo bonito, the handsome grandfather. El esposo, the male spouse. El esposo feo, the ugly male spouse. El chico alto. El muchacho bajo. El abuelo bonito. El esposo feo. Feminine singular nouns and adjectives. Nouns that are feminine usually end in A. When describing feminine singular nouns, the corresponding adjectives will change from the default masculine singular O to the feminine singular A, ending to agree with the gender and singularity of the feminine plural noun. La chica alta, the tall girl, or the girl tall. When adjective is added to the noun, it ends in A. The adjective will usually change to an A to make it feminine to agree. So alto becomes alta, bajo becomes baja, bonito becomes bonita, and feo becomes fea. La chica, the little girl. La chica alta, the tall little girl. La muchacha, the older girl. La muchacha baja, the short older girl. La abuela, the grandmother. La abuela bonita, the beautiful grandmother. La esposa, the female spouse. La esposa fea, the ugly female spouse. La chica alta. La muchacha baja. La abuela bonita. La esposa fea. Masculine and plural nouns and adjectives. Nouns that are masculine singular usually end in... Oh, sorry guys, there's a little typo there. This should say masculine plural, usually end in OS. When describing masculine plural nouns, the corresponding adjectives will change from the default masculine singular to the masculine plural OS. So we have los chicos altos, the tall boys or the boys talls. Alto becomes altos, bajo becomes bajos, bonito becomes bonitos, and feo becomes feos. When an adjective is added to a noun that ends in os, the adjective will usually change the os to make it masculine plural to agree with the masculine plural noun. Los chicos, the little boys or the little boys and girls. Los chicos altos, the tall little boys or the tall little boys and girls. Los muchachos, the older boys or the older boys and girls. Los muchachos bajos, the short older boys or the short older boys and girls. Los abuelos, the grandfathers or the grandparents. Los abuelos bonitos, the beautiful slash handsome grandfathers or the beautiful slash handsome grandparents. Los esposos, the spouses, male or the spouses, male and female. Los esposos feos, the ugly spouses, male or the ugly spouses, male and female. los chicos altos, los muchachos bajos, los abuelos bonitos, los esposos feos. Feminine, plural, noun, and adjective. Nouns that are feminine singular usually end in as. Oh, also there's a typo here. It should say plural. When describing feminine plural nouns, the corresponding adjectives will change from the default masculine singular O to feminine plural as. Las chicas altas, the tall girls or the girls talls. Alto becomes altas, bajo becomes bajas, bonito becomes bonitas, and feo becomes feas. When an adjective is added to a noun that ends in as, the adjective will usually change to an as to make it feminine plural to agree with the noun. So we have las chicas, the little girls, las chicas altas, the tall little girls. Las muchachas, the older girls, las muchachas bajas, the short older girls. Las abuelas, the grandmothers, las abuelas bonitas, the beautiful grandmothers. Las esposas, the female spouses, las esposas feas, the ugly female spouses. Pardon my voice, I'm getting a little bit of a cold. Excuse me. Las chicas altas. Las muchachas bajas. Las abuelas bonitas. Y las esposas bellas. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. You need to make sure the gender and plurality agreement is correct. El chico. The article's masculine singular, the noun's masculine singular. Okay, so that means that it agrees. This is grammatically correct. You gotta make sure that the article and the ending that it's right. Okay, now we're gonna add an adjective. Is the article masculine singular? Is the noun masculine singular? Is the adjective masculine singular? It's all masculine singular, so it agrees. It's grammatically correct. El chico alto. Muy bien, clase. Adiós.